Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. It's Wednesday. We are back inside Money Classroom. It's money time. Wednesday, we are ready to go. Guys, exciting times. Few short sleeps, only a few short sleeps until our Build Wealth conference this upcoming Friday. So rock and come in. We're opening up the rooms to the classroom. People are joining us live on YouTube and joining us live over Pandagram as well. Big up yourself. Welcome to Money Classroom. Welcome. I am your host, Keisha Bailey, aka Keisha the Teacher. And I'm very excited to be back tonight because we're going to talk all things international markets. We're going to talk about all of the international stock them and how to make money from the international stock market. So looking forward to that discussion because I brought in a heavyweight, a big expert. I see persons coming in. Drop in the chat. Big up yourself. Welcome. Anicia McFarlane. Hello, welcome to Money Classroom. Big up yourself, Anissa. She was here very early, first student in the classroom tonight. She here, my Instagram peeps joining in. Hello. Rock and come in the Money Classroom. Big up yourself. Now, you know it. You are here tonight because you want to learn more about money. You want to learn how it works, how to multiply it, how to make more of it. So no matter your age or your stage or how much money you're making, you are here tonight to come get some nuggets that you can take away and go and implement and make some more money. I want to make sure everyone is connected to us on YouTube, that you've subscribed to the Profit Jumpstarter channel, and you connect up, you not miss a beat, you get all the nuggets. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Instagram peeps, make sure you follow it. Make sure you also subscribe on YouTube to get additional nuggets as well. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss a thing. Nothing. All right. So tonight we have a lot to discuss, as I was telling you about. We're going to look at how Jamaicans can invest in the US stock market, or you can get little US exposure for your money, because you know that's what we deal with. And we're also going to share some additional insights about the conference card. Hello. Don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties. The Wi-Fi drop, it says. The Wi-Fi dropped it. So, all right, people. Okay, everybody's connected. Sorry, don't know what was happening. Got a little disconnected there. Looks like we are okay now. I see everything look connected, streaming. I'm connected. Are you hearing me? Drop it in the chat so you know. So I know, sorry. Let me know, because we got a little cut out there. So I don't really know. It kind of sign out. Yeah. Are you guys hearing me now? Patricia in Cancun. Hello. Nice, Patricia. Going good. All right. I see persons hear me. They're hearing me now. Good. Technical difficulties, Wi-Fi drop. That's what happens when you go live. These things happen. So we have to jump back. We have about 2 or 3 different Wi-Fi here to make sure anytime something like this happens, we are still connected. So that's good. What's the last thing I was saying now? My face. Very beautiful. Had to get all dolled up for the conference, which is in 2 days. Got all dolled up. So this week, one of our sponsors, Shari K Beauty, treated me to a nice little facial because she said, Keisha, I need to make sure say you sort out for the conference. You need to look good because you're gonna be on stage. You have to, come right, dolled up and ready to go. So I got what's called a bespoke premium facial with a customized, what she said, target hyperpigmentation. She tightened my skin, helped to lift the cheekbones, all of that. And I also did a mask. We detoxify the skin, all kinds of things. Right now, My face feels very soft, feels very, youthful. I have a youthful glow, as they say. And I just wanted to big up Shari K Denise Beauty. Thank you so much for this. Shari K is gonna be at the conference, Beer Thing. She's one of our sponsors. She has a booth there, and she's gonna be doing mini massages. She's doing one bag of things, massage, face things, all kind of something. So for those who are coming to the conference, you are in for a treat because she's no joke. She's very good at what she does. Bring up on screen how to reach her because I'm sought out and I like how I feel. I like how I look. I am ready for Friday, ready to go. So thank you, Sharkey, for that, for sure, for sure. Love that. All right. So tonight, back to the money. We're gonna talk about how to make money in the US market. Thank you, Patricia. My skin is shining. Yeah. My skin is skinning. It looks good. Don't watch here. Watch here. Snatched. Looks good. All right. Back to the money. Back to the money. Back to the US money. Right? That's what we are gonna be. Hey, Nicola from Toronto. Hello, hello. All right. I'm bringing on a expert. I'm gonna call him, he's not new to this. He's true to this. He's been in the industry for a very long time. I am bringing on tonight Ronaldo Thompson from GK Capital, but he's going to be representing GK Mutual Funds. He's Assistant Vice President of Investment Management and Research. He has over 15 years of experience in the sector, and he manages products for GK Capital. Prior to that, he was investment manager elsewhere at another place that we're not going to mention right now. But right now, he's at GK Capital managing over 1.2 US dollars. He is extremely good at what he does. He makes a lot of money for his clients. I wanted to bring him on tonight because we want to get some insights. We want to know how the US market are going, and we want to know how us as Jamaicans can get exposure to the US market and what we're going to do. So, welcome, Ronaldo. You're up on stage with me. Hello.
Hi, Keisha. Happy to be here with you.
I am
Keisha,
glad
the
you are
teacher,
here.
right?
Keisha, the teacher. You have to dip the voice a little bit, dropping out the bass.
Yeah.
Keisha, the teacher. It
No.
has to be a little deeper.
Yeah,
So,
well, I give you the best way I can give it. Keisha, the teacher.
So I am excited you are here because the US market is something I know a lot of persons want to get into because them see all of the money where I make over there and them not really like missing out. They want to be a part of that action, be a part of the profitability. Get it? The profitability in that market. So I gave you, a nice grand introduction. People say, weird there, all right.
Yeah.
Him true to this, him know the thing, and him a manage whole heap of money. So him obviously good, or GK would not put you in charge of so much money if they didn't think you capable and competent. Now, one thing I'm gonna ask you, that's a nice bossy resume and a nice bossy bio. Tell me something about yourself that is not in that bio. Make we know the true Ronaldo.
The true Ronaldo. Well, that I love winning. That I can tell you that. Yeah. So even like I game of football, I play football every Monday night and thing. Most Mondays, not every Monday night, but most Mondays. And it's supposed to be friendly, but the truth is I feel better when the game finish and my team win. So I mean, I just want to share that as well. So we love winning, and that's part of what we do at GK Capital. We ensure that our clients win. Because when our clients win, we win too.
So you're competitive. I like that, because the thing is, when you're managing money, I used to be there. As you know, I've managed a whole heap of money overseas, $100 billion. Big billion, right?
Man. That's a big thing.
Yeah, being competitive is what you need to do because we don't really want the penke returns, right? My natural push is, I want the best. I want the best for my clients. I want more money. And whenever I see opportunities, we jump after them. Money's neck. And I like that you're saying that, I'm competitive. I like winning. That means You're not taking the L when it comes to your portfolio with your fund.
We want all 3 points all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, sit down and watch nothing. I do not negative 30%, negative 40%. I say, cha, I'm just gonna take it. You're competitive, you want to win. I love that. I love that. And so let's have a discussion though. The US market, a lot of people have been seeing all of these stocks going on, them see money and make. Nvidia is a very popular one. A lot of people slide into my DM saying, Keisha, Nvidia go on, how do I get exposure to it?
Right.
But no, also in the US market, a lot of things have been happening. I see them as opportunities personally, but I wanted to have you on first. Let's talk about what's happening in the US markets right now, right? So first thing I'd probably ask you, is with everything we see on the news with the US stock market, US elections, and everything that's happening there, does it make sense for Jamaicans to still invest in the US market?
And the simple answer to that, Keisha, is yes. And not just it, but to always invest. Because the key to this thing is diversification. So you likely to have some Jamaican dollar investment, but you must have some US dollar investment. You must have some investment in US stocks, and in other international markets. So we agree with that. I mean,
yeah, we love with Jamaica. No, we're not better than you. Still, diversification, like that.
Yeah. So diversification is key. And then if you think about it, like in the US market, it's a very active market. So it's something that we always encourage people to invest in, and we like we are long-term investors, really, right? I mean, we're not going to sit down and watch something decline and go to negative returns. We don't do that. But we like investing over the long term, and that's how we encourage people to invest in.
Long term. So get diversification because it's important, and then also think long term. But why?
Yeah. All right. So let me tell you.
Not somewhere else. Why not China? UK?
No, well, you have to invest in places that you feel very comfortably with. That very key. And so that's one of the reasons we always have the Jamaican like Jamaica, right? But then we have some knowledge of what's going on in the international market as well, and firms like GK Capital can always inform you about where in the US market you can invest. So yeah, the US we're very familiar with that market as well. So that's something that you must invest in. China and those other markets, there are other places that you can invest in, but we try to stay in the markets that we know more about.
But also with the US market, it's one of the top performing markets this year. The US market I keep.
Yeah, no, that is true. That is also true. I mean, again, I like to look at things over 1 year, because within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, you might have a whole volatility. You might have things going up and down, right? But just look at how it's trending over like a 1 year period. Over the last 12 months, that market up 20%. So if you invested in the US market, your return on your investments is over 20%, which is good.
So what the Jamaican market would I give? So the US give 20%. How much would I get in a Jamaica?
This is exactly why we say you must diversify, because the Jamaica market would give you minus 4%. You understand? Yeah.
Wait.
But I don't want not
minus
Jamaica
4.
Market, yeah, it's minus 4 over the last 12 months. It's minus 4, But and as I say, we don't want not the market because we know that there's value there. So if you're really a long-term investor, you can hold on to your stocks locally and you probably can buy some more. But we're just talking about what is performing now, and the US market is where, as I said, it's a key.
But the thing is, so if I had my money in the Jamaica market last year, you said I make minus 4%. So I lose 4%.
Yeah, I lose 4%.
Did have some in a US as well. I'd be gaining over there. For a lot of persons, they start investing, them start with Jamaica, because that's what we know.
Right. Right.
Me GK for buy GK. We know me Seprod, Salad. We know all of that. So I gotta just buy them.
Right.
Also, people say, diversify. But you see what you're missing out on, because if I just held only Jamaican stocks, I'd be down. I would have lost 4%.
Yeah.
But I make it back plus brata on the US side.
Well, that is also true. But here's the thing. Here's the thing why diversify important, Nakisha, is you don't know. I mean, we can look back and say, oh, that market give you 20% over the last 12 months. But last year, this time, you couldn't tell that, right? You never know that US market was going to 20%. And because you don't know what is to come. I mean, you have an idea, but you don't know for sure. You still try to make sure that, you spread out the eggs across the different baskets,
Get the broad base thing. They say.
Yeah. So when one side perform and the other side may not be performing so well, but at some point everything will catch up.
What if I put my money in the US market or I get it out? Because foreign that in it, I put in the money over there. Yeah. How do I get it back when I make the returns? When I make this 20%, or I get back the money?
No, so if you go and make an investment like that, clearly you talk to somebody at GK Capital, right? So is you come and you talk to us and you tell us that you want to buy NVIDIA or you want to buy Microsoft or one of those companies that are hot, that is hot right now, and we execute the order for you. If you come and say, oh, this thing up 100%, I need back my money now, then we facilitate back the paying, the selling of the stocks and pay back.
So all that, because when we see the NVIDIA is up over 1,000%,
yeah,
1,000% over the last year. So my money would have double, quintuple,
yeah,
all kind of uncles it would have make. Now the thing is, when you do that and you make your return, how do I get it back? You're saying we can get back.
You tell me to sell it and I pay you money. Because you remember, we're doing it for you, we're doing it on your behalf, So you tell me that, oh, you make so much money and you want to realize it, you want to have it in your hand now. You tell us and we sell it, we sell the stock for you, and then we pay you your money,
Yeah. So my thing is that no, my money good then. Because I get these questions a lot. That's why I may ask them. A lot of people.
It's a good question. It's a good question. That's why you must have
money overseas. Them thing when we put it overseas, I eat that, When I want it back, I'm sure so I get it back.
Right. The key thing is to make sure that the broker that you're working with locally, like a GK Capital, them will always be around and you feel confident about doing business with that broker. Right, because it's a broker that is doing all of these transactions for you,
and they go through. So the thing too, I get what you're saying now. That all right, we can buy the stocks, we're gonna make the money, and when we make the money, we'll come back and say, hey, the money I pile up, I want some of the profits back. All right, and then you will sell some of the stocks and send back the money to their account, so we get that back. No. Let's talk about and offer me the money, because I'm sure people listening and we want to know.
Yeah.
I have to tell yourself, see a good question coming here. Are you gonna help me? Do you give me any guidance? Or do I have to be like, buy now, Ronaldo, sell now, Ronaldo? Will you ever call me and say, Keisha, may I look at your portfolio, time for to take some profit now, the money I go on. Do you call me and let me know that as well?
Yeah, man, that's a big part of it, man. So once you're a GK client, that's part of what we do. We look at your portfolio and we help you to rebalance your portfolio if you think it requires rebalancing. Like, so for example, NVIDIA up 1,000%. That's a whole lot of money. We'll probably tell you, so maybe it's time for you to sell some of that thing. So yeah, we not only tell you when to buy, but we also tell you when to sell. And then we look at your portfolio and give you, tell you what to do.
That's good. So we'll get the guidance, but one on the flip side now, because a lot of persons, they want to do it, but free, become a work hard for the money. I'm going to give the hard-earned money and say, look here, all right, GK, do your thing. What happens when I'm losing? Because the stock market is not a consistent line up.
Right.
It flows.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think that is key. In other words, these things don't move one way, There can be times when it's a little bit volatile and it moves up and down. So you have to be wary, and that's one of the reasons why we say that we prefer to be long-term investors. So sometimes when we say that day-to-day volatility, once we know that the companies are what we invest in is still solid, then we don't worry too much about the up and down part of it. Because we know that over time the values come to the top, the cream comes to the top.
So long-term, true. Long-term, and it's true, very true. The research is here, it's showing. The long-term trend of the stock market, especially U.S. stock market, is up.
Yep.
If you keep your money in the U.S. stock market over a long period of time, we're talking 5, 6, 7, 8 years, you must make money. 100.
That is true.
100. So that's why I tell people all the time, it's easy, it's easy. Like the answer to the test, but people don't want to take it. Them say Keisha a lie at it.
Yeah. No, because here's the next misconception that most people have. You have to have a big money to start. I want to tell you don't have to have a big money to start. You just need to start. Start small. Start scrappy. Just start.
How much? Give me a number, though. How much?
You mean for us? For us, on the US side, you probably need like $500 US to start.
$500 US? How much is that?
Yeah.
$8,000?
About $70,000 somewhere there. So.
$500 US, you say?
$70,000. Yeah. Sorry. So I get a wrong number.
Yeah. 500 US, how much?
Number 75 or something like that.
Yeah. That's a light dinner. That's a bucket, a 9-piece bucket. We can do without a 9-piece bucket of chicken.
There you go.
Okay. So me give you the money. Me come in, me open my account.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna help me get started to buy the different stocks.
Yeah.
And then when time for sell, you might call me up, Keisha. Hey, money I make, time to take some profit. But what happened now? I know you said the long-term trend is up, and it is true. You must make money in the U.S. stock market on the long term. The research said the evidence is there. We're not telling a lie there. But there are times in the short term that you may be in a loss position.
That is true.
Right. So it's $500 US or 77,000. I don't know, 75. That's $5. Well, we'll talk about the small.
Work on maths.
So now the thing is, when you are down though in the short term, you're gonna call me too and say, Keisha, we need to shift up some things in the cars. You're down. Do you call at that time as well, or are you gonna say to me, focus on the long term, write it up?
Yeah. No, so here's what I think. Here's what I said to you. We have a research team, right? And their job is to just look at the markets and just tell us what is best, where the trend is, what action we must take. Should we stay invested? Should we exit? And that kind of thing. Or should we be buying more? Because sometimes when the market dips, it actually gives you an opportunity to buy more as well, right? So our research team actually do that type of work. And then they share that with us. And then that information we can pass on to clients. So that information, for example, if they say that, there's a dip like a week or so ago, not Monday gone, but the Monday before, the market fell off significantly. It's about 8% or so, it fall off in about 2 days, right? That gave you a good buying opportunity.
So when you email client and say, yo, buy, sell out on the stock, them come in.
Well, as much as we could get to, because that market by the following day, it start bounce up back again, right? But during that period, that's what we were telling people. Get in, buy.
You see how people can miss out, who was not client, I would say, Cho. If you call me, you find the 75,000 and come in. Because now the market is back up.
The
market is up. Those 2 days, and we spoke about it on Money Classroom. I hope you guys were tuning back then and you watch it, because we did say, hey, market sell off. And I told you that me personally, we did a run in because there was money to be made. Money there, so she got run in and do some trades. So you're saying with GK, you are also calling clients and saying, hey there, client, hey, you may want to come and do some buying now. So which is good. That's good because people want that kind of support.
Yeah, right. I mean, as I say, is support that we give our clients, and to tell you the truth, that those are the type of advice that we get that guide the investment in the mutual fund as well. So the mutual fund, because that's another avenue as
Yeah,
well.
so let me talk about that, the mutual funds, right?
Yeah.
I know for if more some, Nvidia, some Apple, I want some Tesla. Yeah, I say walk with a 75,000 and
Right.
come out with the account and start. But maybe I have 10,000. Maybe I have a 12,000. We don't want to miss out either, right? Because the
Yes.
10,000 still can grow to 100,000, which can grow to a
Yeah.
million,
Right.
10 million, right? It's still a
Right.
good grow.
Yeah.
No,
So that's a big part of it, Keisha, meaning that we're going to have people who can come up with the 75,000 or 77,000 dollars, right? But we're going to have people who can't come up with that. And remember, we said that you just need to start. So if you can't come up with that, then the mutual fund will accept you, and you get the same exposure through the mutual fund.
so
We have
what a mutual fund do now? What is that? So let's
yeah,
define that so everybody understand what we're talking about. What is a
yeah.
mutual?
So the mutual fund is essentially where we pool, individual investments. So if Keisha come and Keisha produce and everybody on her team come, we pool your fund, all your monies into one basket. Let's call it that, right? And then we invest the money that is in that basket. We invest it and we buy stocks and we buy some bonds and some other make some other investments, right?
So it's
So
kind of like a partner for investing. Everybody throw in, and then the
right,
money invest. Kind of like a partner, but we're not doing it. You are the banker. You take the money,
right.
I invest it. That's what the mutual fund is.
Yeah, in a very layman way. Yes, yes. So when the money is in that pool, we take it and we buy it. And as I said, telling you before, so with the mutual fund, we were buying last week Tuesday or last week Monday, and when the market fall off. So that way, all the people who was in that, who was giving us money to invest, those people are actually benefiting as well, from the increase in the stock prices that we're seeing subsequent to Monday.
Yeah, so I like that because maybe I'm a beginner.
Right.
I have a little change on my have. I don't really know the thing like Keisha and Ronaldo. In
Yeah.
the industry, 20 year and up and down, and I use up the jargons. But I want to be invested because one thing, and guys, listen to me, money people. One thing. If you're not investing, you cannot build any wealth. Investing are the only ongo way that you're going to be wealthy. And
Right.
hard work with
Yeah.
investments with,
There you
right?
go.
So you have to do it. There is no choice.
Yeah.
You have to.
And that's a combination of the two things, though, Keisha. You need to work hard, but you also need to invest.
So
It's a
make the
combination.
money, invest the money.
Invest it. Yes. Yeah.
And if me have little bit, me still have to invest.
Yeah,
If I have
man. Start, man.
still
Start
have to
small, man.
invest.
Yeah.
So the
The thing,
unit
the
trust
thing, the thing with starting, the
start.
thing with starting is that it add up over time. So, you start and by the time you look 2-3 years, you start with, your $10,000 or whatever. 2-3 years, you look, you say, a bigger amount, you might say $1 million, who knows, right? Based on how the investments perform.
So we have a question, you say the people them smart. So G
Yeah.
fixation from over IG. Them smart, they're like, what about the management fees? Ronaldo,
Yeah.
what's saying now do this for free?
Yeah.
Your services
No.
ain't free. How much
Yeah.
do you charge me to invest on my behalf?
All right. So our mutual fund is probably one of the lowest price in terms of management fee, right?
Okay.
So and we detail it in our what they call a prospectus. A prospectus is something that tell you everything about the mutual fund, right? So if you go and sign up for the mutual fund, we're going to give you a prospectus, and you can see everything that is inside there. Even some of the assets that we have inside of the mutual fund, we have to disclose that to you, so you can see all of that. But just in terms of the management fee, our management fee at the moment is like 1.75, relatively low, 1.75%. But I give you the other side to that. So our management fee, as I said, is 1.75. But if you look at the rate of return, especially as I said over the last 12 months, because we like to look at things, from a wider spectrum than just 1 or 2 months, right? Over the last 12 months, our funds have been the top performing funds in the market, primarily for the growth and income fund, and that is the fund that invests in
Yeah,
the
I
US
get
market.
deep. Where I go, you see, I go into the jargons. The
Oh,
jargon.
sorry. No, no.
You
Yeah,
see how your passion will come out now. Yeah, the winning.
no, I just want to highlight that, because of how we invest in the US market, our funds, our mutual fund, is the one that has been performing the best over the last 12 months.
You're winning. We
We're
get it.
winning, pretty
We're
much.
winning.
Yeah, we're winning.
Yeah, win
Yeah,
and you have low fees. So you combine the two of them.
there you go.
Right?
There you go.
We're winning, and you're like, oh, we're top performing, top we have said, and lower fees. But all right, so Moncherry jump on to the question, how do I invest to open up the account? Because we're talking about it and the opportunities in the international markets for Jamaicans.
Right.
Anybody can do it. So how would I invest through GK? What me do? Me just come, walk down, knock on the GK door. What me need to do?
All right. So first of all, our office is on Hope Road. It's 58 Hope Road. So I mean, if you want to drive, come see where the office is. You can drive, come to 58 Hope Road. But I know your people is they're digital, so they probably want an email to contact or that kind of thing. So you can reach us at gkcapital@gkco.com. Or if you want, you can come straight to the mutual fund angle as well. So it's gkmutualfund@gkco.com.
Okay, so GK Mutual Fund at gkco.com.
Right.
Now, the thing is, we get the questions. The next question coming now. Is the money in the mutual fund accessible for withdrawal? Jerome want to make sure so when he invest the money and he make it, he can pull it back up, because it's important, we're doing this to build wealth.
Yeah.
We're ready for the wealth.
Yes.
We want more, so the wealth is here.
No, and it's a good point. I can give you a good example. We, based on our performance, as I tell you before, we did well. And we have an investor that come to us about 2-3 weeks ago. She want to go on a vacation now. So of course she access her, some of the wealth that she gained from the mutual fund to go and fund her vacation. So yeah, you can access it. You can access the fund. Huh?
Olympics. She pull the money and go Olympics.
Me never ask. But I figure she never go so far though. I never think she go Paris. I never did ask.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, you can. Your fund is accessible. The most I'd say is, if you give us the fund today, we usually say that, give us at least 2 months with it before you pull it. So if you give us today, you wait 60 to 90 days, and then after that you can come for it at any time.
So let's talk about the future, the US market. We said the opportunity is there, which it is, because person just joining, we said last 12 months the Jamaican stock market returned how much?
-4%.
-4.
Right.
US stock market returned how much?
About 21%. So over 20%.
So we want the 21. Me like how that sound versus -4, -4.
Me too.
So winning. Yeah, work with it. So we want the US exposure, and also for diversification purposes, we want a little bit of everything. That's really how wealth building works. We balance it out. We don't want money swing all over the place. Diversification important. So when we think then about, all right, how can I get some US exposure? GK Mutual Fund is definitely an option. And Ronaldo, I say, yeah, we have the top performing mutual fund, with nowhere to stay winning.
Yes.
And are competitive. But will this continue in the future? One thing we know for sure.
Question.
That's a smart question there.
Yeah.
Do you anticipate the US market to continue outperforming, especially since US win Olympics?
Yes.
Medal. Does that have any connection to the stock market performance?
Well, I don't know if the Olympics have any connection to the stock market. I know 4 years from now, the Olympics going to be in the US. I think it's LA that they're going to have the Olympics.
Yes.
Maybe that will boost some economic activity, So maybe 4 years from now, it definitely going to have some impact. But I tell you, at the start, you mentioned a couple of things that could be a headwind, right? Like the elections in the US, that probably could be a problem, right? But you know, one of the things that that is true is that the year following a US election, the stock market usually performs very well. So if you ask me what I expect to happen over the next 12 months, I'd tell you that this trend seemingly, you know, just based on historical performance, it likely to continue.
So the elections in the US are this year, later on in the year. So you are say come next year, 2025, the research shows, and I true, because this is what I'm gonna do personally as well. Yeah, talk my on. But in the year following the election, which is 2025, the market most times is a very strong market.
Yes,
money makes
perform well.
I will let you guys in on a secret, money people, because you're on the money class when you want to learn. Personally, that's the research I do as well, because I manage my own money. When I looked at the research, I see that trend too. So me personally, that's something I'm looking for 2025, going even more hard into US equities, because I know it is likely to continue picking up, because that's what the research showed. We went back in the history of time and said, all right, every time there was a US election, what happened to the stock market? I will see it. And true, data is there. I've run it personally, me know.
Okay, that is good. So you're the research person and the investment manager for you.
My money. Nobody now come save me. Nobody now come overdo. I am doing what I need to do.
That's good.
To manage and master wealth, right? So
one of my free Keisha.
I think it's you and me. Who is it? Which of us? Let's hope it's not the internet again. You guys hearing me okay? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, hearing you now.
Okay. Oh, it's probably me then. All right. So the thing is, in the future, you're saying come 2025, you likely expect the US market to continue having that positive return.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's the expectation.
All right. And more questions coming in, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, their spidey sense, it's tingling, because in my ear, money I make. So Anona Griffith, very astute class member, very astute student, she said, in dollar terms, how much the person you spoke about that went on vacation, how much did she start with? As much as they can share without our name or details, but how much did she start with? What was her return like, so she could have taken the vacation? How much money she made? Because we want to make what we're talking about relatable.
Right. So let me speak to you broadly. I can tell you how the fund performed without, you know, which essentially,
other man business, right?
So again, depending on what point you get in, the rate of return might different, right? But effectively should have earned upwards of 10% on our money since last year to now. And it's part of that 10% that she actually earning. So for example, if she had put in 100,000, right, then she'd have earned like a 10,000 more on that thing. So
and it's a US 100,000 US.
Well, the fund is actually denominated in J dollar, but it does investment in US. So we take J dollars from our clients, so in that pool, and then we convert it, and then we buy some US stocks.
Oh, okay. So the return, that 10% is a Jamaican dollar return. Should I make 10% on a Jamaican dollar?
Correct.
And then she or he, we don't know who, they were able then to take that return and go on vacation somewhere.
Go on vacation somewhere, right? So in other words, the key, you know, is you know, it seemed I'm going to suggest that she had a plan. She had a plan about how she wanted to use that money, what that money was for. And I imagine, you know, this is the time that most people take vacation. So, you know, the money made some real returns for her. So she took her money and then she have some extra.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So me like that part about planning, because I talk about that a lot. Can't just helter-skelter. You have to have a plan. Right?
I agree with that 100%.
With no plan, no wealth. You have to, right? So now other questions coming in. So we have some, look here, some be a Rhodes Scholar student, them smart.
Yes,
Jerome
yes.
is now asking, are you worried about the civil unrest if Trump loses the election?
Well, that's a unknown variable. It is a possibility because we see it happen the last time. But it's an unknown variable if there's really going to be a civil unrest this time. But clearly, if in a market like the US you have a civil unrest anywhere, you're going to have some impact on the market, right? So we hope that don't happen.
Yeah, but for me, the last time it happened, me thought my aunt and I were going to do it. When I saw it happen, I knew, all right, panic and fear.
Yes.
Anytime I see panic and fear,
Enter the
like,
market.
yeah, it's like we're turning our wolf.
Yeah.
Because panic and fear usually is a short-term
Yes.
sentiment.
Yes.
So when I see that, it's like,
Yeah.
time to go, money sniper time. I'm getting in on some good deals.
Right.
That's how I feel about it personally. And these short-term fluctuations, look at they create good buying opportunities. They create a nice enterprise, a nice way for going, so you can get some decent returns. So
Right.
next question for you from another topic student. They might come with it. And
Yes.
Nisia McFarling is saying, if she started with 500 US, how much is she supposed to add every month? Because Anicia knows why she asks is because she knows that the driver of your long-term wealth is that consistent contribution. Because she come in a money classroom and I drill
Okay.
it. Like, hey,
Shall learn. Shall
every
learn.
month, no matter
Yeah.
what,
Do
contribute
something.
to your investment. So she wants to
Yeah.
know how much.
Yeah. So I can't tell you how much, right? But the key thing is that you remain consistent. That every month you do something. So you start with your 500. If you can do 500 next month and the following month and every other month, you do it. But don't make a month pass and it is zero. That's what I'd say. Always just try to add something. Because guess what? Just the same way like how you pay your rent and you pay for all of these other things that you need to pay, you need to put aside that money for your retirement or for something, for your vacation, for some reason. So you need to pay yourself as well for those kind of things. So, and I mean, the circumstances might change because you may not be able to do $500 every month, right? But you need to do something. You have to have some amount that you set aside for investment.
That we have to contribute to our future wealthy self. And
There
my
you
future
go.
is very bright. It's very bright.
There you go.
The more you pour in, the
Yeah,
wealthier
man.
you're going to be. That's kind of how I see it.
Right.
More we put on these investments, the bigger it's gonna grow. The
There
more
you
you
go.
water the plant, the bigger it's gonna
You
grow.
get it. And then,
That's how
I
it
mean,
goes.
there's this technical term that the people use called compounding.
Yes,
Where,
one of the top students, Mr. Cheesy Gully side, who is
yeah.
probably like valedictorian of the class. He has pointed it out. He said, we know we love that compound interest. Him know it. We
Okay.
know
There you
the terms
go.
of they know the terms. One of the good
Mm-hmm.
things is that for sure. You
Yeah, man.
consistently put in the money every month, no matter what.
Yeah, man.
Compound interest will take care of your money and make sure that it continues to grow over the long term.
There you go.
Let's get a little more deeper. We have a question from Mbili. She's saying, how long has the fund been going? What's the name of the fund? So let's get very specific. We talk
Right.
about 500 US to start if you're buying those stocks, and then you talk about the mutual fund and say we can come with smaller amounts. But let's talk some names. What the
Right.
name of the funds? What them name?
All right. So let's talk about the GK Mutual Fund, right? So the GK Mutual Fund is an initiative that we started primarily so that we can expand wealth to everybody, to all Jamaicans. The accessible, you can access it really easy in terms of the entry points. Entry point is low. So you start with 15,000 as your initial starter, and then you can just contribute periodically. We assume that you're going to do that monthly.
We like
But
every
actually,
month over here. Because
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Because
man,
we're serious about building wealth over here. So it's every month. That's
yeah,
how we
man,
do it.
yeah, man. So we expect you once you start, you're going to do this thing every month, right, Keisha? So,
Yes.
but so the mutual fund though, so we started it. I mean, we did a lot of research and there's a lot of work that going into starting the mutual fund now. But we started in March 2023, so that was last year. So last year we started, so we are now almost 18 months into existence since we're in existence, and it comprised the mutual fund have 3 portfolios. It have a money market portfolio, it have a growth and income portfolio, and then there's a US income fund. So those are the 3 portfolios. The one that invests in the US equities is the growth and income one. That's the one that the growth side, or the growth in the growth and income, is related to investment into equity. And then we have a sizable exposure, almost around 20% exposure in equity.
So you get it there. Nice. So what we do then, we open the account. We just are walking through the steps because we have to make it actionable. We bring up by the email address, bring it up. We're also gonna drop a form in the chat. There's a form for persons on who say, all right, Keisha, ready, because he was a hear, let him hear. It's clear. That you need to invest if you want to build wealth. You have to, right? And the students inside here, the money people, them are listening. We want to make sure that we take action. So the email address is there, but there's also a link to a form that persons can just fill out and say, all right, I'm going to fill out the form because we need somebody from GK to come here. I live in an online world.
Right.
Here's an online form for you to fill out. We're going to drop that form in the chat so everybody has it. You fill it out, somebody will reach out to you and call it your account. So what do I do now when somebody call me? What we must say?
So when them call you, you tell them, say you was on Keisha the teacher show.
Money classroom. Yeah, in the money classroom.
Right, you're in the money classroom when you hear about GK Mutual Fund. But essentially, they'll walk you through the process, right? So they'll tell you what you need to get the account open. And it's not onerous. You might, there are several documents for you to fill out. It's likely that we're going to pre-fill it for you. We talk to you and we pre-fill it, and you just review and sign it. You just put your signature on it, right? So our guys, our team will just walk you through it, and then you just start with $15,000. You come with your $15,000, and then every month after that, you can contribute whatever it is that you can contribute.
Yeah, and one of the easiest ways to do that is set up a standing order because we have to automate our discipline. Yes. Life for life. Things always happen. Things always come up. It's very easy to say, geez, I'm never remember this month. Next month.
And next month never come.
Right. We want to automate our discipline. Automate or discipline. So we set up a nice little standing order to make sure as the pay drop, the money dropping at the investments.
There you go. And start grow.
Yeah. We know that, peace of mind. I'm contributing to my wealthy future.
Mm-hmm.
Building that up. It's on autopilot because I automated it and I'm going. That's a nice way to set it up. Right? We'll go deeper, even deeper. Right. We have one more level now. So Roger Mallet is saying, what ID will I need? Do I need 5 pieces of ID for open the one little account? What we need to bring for open?
No, I think all you need is your driver's license. So you just need a driver's license and what them call a source of income. So I don't know, you probably transferring your money from somewhere else because it's not performing so well. When you transfer it to us. So it just show that the money was at X place and you're moving it to us now. So just the ID and the source of the funds and something just to indicate where you live.
And then do clients have online access? Because we live in an online digital world. I need to see my money online. Right. Can I see that? Or may I have to call Ronaldo? You tell me how much
No, so what can happen is that we can always email information to you. So our online system is being configured, and the idea is that hopefully by the end of this year we have something that we can actually show, that you can log on and see your money growing, that kind of thing. But for now, we simply just send you an email and you can say your positions and how your investment is performing.
Gotcha. But now, next question. I have very bright students.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of everybody with a bag of questions because that means they're learning and they're ready to implement. So Sam is now saying, what if I'm not in Jamaica? Because we have a lot of persons all over the world I watch. Is this something for me in a Jamaica there yet, or can I do it from overseas?
Yeah, man, you can do it from overseas. Again, it's just a matter of just completing the forms to open up your account, right? The truth is, if for the mutual fund though, what is required is a local address. So you're going to give us a local address for you to enter the mutual fund. But otherwise, you can still be a GK Capital client, and we can still buy stocks and bonds if you wish on your behalf. So yeah, you can come in regardless of where you live. You can be a client at GK Capital.
But me gonna ask a thing, cause you can't really say it, but me can say it.
Yeah.
As an independent person, me can't ask you the real thing. So the address for me give you, do I have to live there? Do I have to be living there? I'm gonna just give you an address that I'm affiliated with.
So you want to answer the question? Eh?
No, you want.
No,
I can't ask you. Me can't ask it. Me can't ask it.
You can't ask.
Right, really.
No, so here's the thing.
What has to be actionable?
Yeah. No, so the address that you're giving is two ways we improve your address. So the bill that comes to the address have your name on it. So if it's a JPS bill, it's Keisha, your JPS bill and your address, that kind of thing, right?
Okay, so
otherwise from that,
verify the address then.
Right. Yes. Otherwise from that, you need a JP to say, yes, Keisha live at 58 Hope Road. So
see, I like that. I like that because that means my money secure, right?
Yeah.
When I get a scam thing and the
no.
That's why I asked the question, because I know people are thinking it. I know people are thinking it. So I make sure I ask it. And I like your response that we will verify. Don't come here. We don't make up nothing. We don't fake nothing. We're gonna verify because you're on the up and up, in at the down below kind of thing. All right, that is good. That's good. And you're based in Jamaica. Persons who have that proof of address in Jamaica, they can go into the mutual fund.
Right, correct.
Those who are overseas so if I have a foreign address, they can come with my foreign address and my foreign bills to do the individual stocks.
There you go. Correct.
Gotcha. Say NB saying, I like how you're keeping it real. Real and actual, but that's what we're here. That's what we're here. Because it's not just about information, it's about transformation. We're change of people's lives. So it's not, we just tell you and it don't really make no sense.
Yeah. It have to be applicable. You're supposed to can take information and act on it same time.
Right. And Jermaine, we spoke about the fees already, Jermaine Clark. We spoke about it, that just reiterate the fees for Jermaine.
Yeah, so the fees on the mutual fund is essentially 1.775. As I said, it's relatively low across the market. And most people charge like 2% are higher, right? So our 1.75 is relatively low. But I like to, when you mention the fees, I also like to talk about the other side of it in terms of the return. So the funds are performing. And they continue well at this moment. They're number one in the market, so the returns are also there for you.
Yeah, one thing about fees, you kind of you start scratch the ansness of fees, because fees very touchy for me. I believe in paying for performance. Me not a problem I pay,
Yeah,
I have no problem paying the fees, but best believe you better give me some results.
Man.
And so I like that you mention it yourself and say, look here, fees, yes, but we also are geared to perform, because you are accountable to clients at the end of the day. You're managing the money for the clients. You charge a fee, but I like that you understand and know and appreciate and respect that for the fees, I'm making sure that I give you that return.
Yeah, no, that's very important. Very important, because the truth is when people give you money to invest on them, that's what they want. The first thing they want is to ensure that the money is there. Like the capital is always there. Whatever, if they give you $100, the $100 is there. And the next thing that they want is to ensure that $100 growing. So we have those two things in mind, that every time we invest in, those are our two key principles: capital preservation, and we're making a return.
Me like that because we not in this. We make the money and then it lost or we can't find it
No,
or whichever. We want that safety, security,
yeah,
growth.
man. Yeah,
Main
man.
thing. So, all right, question are coming in a lot of the fees. Is it a monthly fee, an annual fee, or that go?
Yeah. So the fees is an annual fee. The 1.75 is annual. But the truth is, the is not something that is onerous. And it's not a big, it's not a penalty on your investment. In other words, it won't impact your investment. Um, even though it called fees. I mean, usually people don't want to hear about fees coming out of their investment, right? But it based on the rate is 1.75 is relatively low because your assets are yielding a lot higher than the 1.75%.
Like I say, it's not about the low or the cheap fees. Is
Yeah,
you
it's about the
pay for
return.
what you get. When you buy cheap shoes, the bottom of the shoes left your road. That's
Right.
why. So I don't mind paying, as I say, but may I forget the performance. So I like that you understand that as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
right? You get what you pay for.
Right.
Now, we have overseas question. We have overseas investors. They want to know the level of service and how long it takes to open their account. Is it somewhere take a week, 3 weeks? How long?
No, no, man, not in this age and time, man. So to open your account, the most it might take is 3 days. The truth is, if we get all the information from you, as I said, the ID, the source of funds, and your address, and you fill out the form, as I said before, we can even pre-fill it for you, and you just review and sign. Once we get that, then 3 days, and your account open, and you're ready. You're ready to go.
Good to go. All right, like that, like that. So, guys, also, the question are coming. Money people are asked of because they're ready to take action, and I absolutely love it, love it, love it. But you're gonna get more Ronaldo. Ronaldo is gonna be at the conference. You
There you
can join
go.
one side. I ask all of the question them there in person, in real life with him, right? The things where you
Yeah,
can't type on YouTube, you can ask him in person. He is
yeah,
also through GK Mutual Funds going to be at the conference this week, August 16 to 18. He's gonna be there. Come in at the conference, ask
yeah.
up your questions, get help to set up your account, get help to go to get building wealth,
Right.
growing your money, taking advantage of this whole US market and making money in the US market. You have to get in on it. May I tell you, may I
Yeah,
tell you, may I tell you, may I tell you. A word to the wise is
yeah.
sufficient. May I tell
That
you.
is true. What I said to Keisha is that I'd love to meet all your students in the morning classroom on Saturday. But they should bring them ID, them proof of address, and source of funds, and we could open their account so that on Monday we can start the investment.
Money, money, money,
There you
money,
go.
money. So don't promise something you can't do enough. So you are saying come Saturday, open the account by Monday, me. Don't promise.
No,
Don't
no, well,
promise. Because we will find it. We'll come and
yeah,
find it. And
no.
the
So
man
what we're saying is that
who
we just want them come ready to open their account. And then,
right.
we just work as fast as we can. Yeah, we have a 3-day turnaround, but sometimes we can do it faster.
Yeah,
We
we'll
get,
churn it out after this conference.
yes,
Okay, okay. So the conference will not, let's bring up the banner for the conference so everybody can see the details. We are not going to be having a virtual option. Sorry, because certain conversations have to be in rooms that behind closed doors. We're bringing certain types of knowledge. You have to be in the room. The most that can happen is you join profitjumpstarteracademy.com. You can join for free and you'll be able to see the agenda. You see some of the presentations there. But no virtual streaming. Sorry. But you can go over Profit Jumpstarter Academy, join for free, and see the presentations and see the information there. Now, these are all the speakers that are going to be across the 2 days, right? There's Mr. Ronaldo right there, looking very sharp. He's going to be there on Saturday at the AC Hotel. That's where he's going to be. And he's going to be sharing more insights around international investing and how to get in on that even more. So you have to be there. You have to be in the room. You have to be in the room. Two more sleep until Friday. And then we are there to go in to talk the things about building wealth. Sorry, Roger. Yes, next time you come, every year we're there. Every year, same place. We're there Next year again. So you have to be in the room. If you can't be in the room, you go over Profit Jumpstarter Academy and check out the resources. They have been made available because I tell you, we're passionate about building wealth. We make sure no man gets left behind or any woman, nobody get left behind. The information will be there. If you can't make it in the room, make it over upon Profit Jumpstarter Academy. We have just a handful of tickets. We did another ticket drop, Ronaldo, because we did sold out.
Wow.
And then Katie has come on board as our host. And we have opened up more tickets where Miss Kitty spoke and we said, look here, nobody, no man or woman left behind. We made the room bigger. We made the room bigger.
So you're taking over AC Hotel. That's what you're doing.
Take it over.
Okay.
Take it over. All right, AC, lock it down for Bill Wells.
Yes.
We lock down the entire place. That's how we roll. So there are more tickets available now. You can go on buildwealthconference.com to grab those extra tickets. They are there. We say bigger, we say better, we say money, we say, all right, AC, lock it down. We are come take it over this weekend. All of the experts are coming into the whole of the room. We took all of them. Grab your tickets. You can't miss it. We can't miss it. Ronaldo in real life.
Yeah,
drive outside, talk to him, get some additional insights, get connected to open up your account. That's what you want. That's what we want, right? Buildwealthconference.com. That's where the tickets are. AC Marriott Hotel. That's where the conference I keep. August 16 to 18. You got to be there. You got to be there. Everybody got to be over there. I know probably on IG we may be cutting off some because IG only lasts for 60 minutes. So we're going to wrap. We're going to wrap. Thank you so much for being on, Ronaldo. This was amazing. You see the bag of questions we get from the students.
I appreciate it. I like it.
Yeah, and the form, we're going to email that out for everybody on our email list. We're going to email out the form so you can get connected. Make sure you're on the email list, profitjumpstarter.com/newsletter. Get on the mailing list. This year is bigger, Christine. It's bigger. It's bigger because we want to make sure that as many people as possible learn. See there, profitjumpstarter.com/newsletter. We're going to share the insights in our email tomorrow so everybody can connect. Let's put up the GK email again so that who never get it can see it, no one can write it up. Yeah. So we do it. Action time, not a bag of mouth. Action time. All right. Next week, we are not back. It's the week after the conference. No money classroom. We take a little break because we know after this weekend, I have a break. A lot has gone into planning this amazing conference. Me know come Sunday night, me go pop down. So there was no money classroom this week. Next week, but we'll be back again the week after that. Ronaldo, we're gonna see you.
Man.
Saturday.
I'll try to be there on Sunday, but Saturday for sure. I'll be there and I'm hoping to meet, your students and we can have a chat.
Yes. Sunday is a brunch. At the disco. You have to buy a ticket if you know where the brunch keep going. We don't want nobody running on the brunch. We never get it right and just a pop up. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You have to come to brunch. You have to come in the room, buy a ticket, so it go. That's when you invest in yourself. You invest in yourself and say, I want better for my life. Let me come. That's really how it goes. All right, guys. All righty. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Those who have them tickets for the conference, we're going to see you in 2 days. Them different 2 days. Thank you for being on, Ronaldo from GK Mutual Fund. It's been a great conversation. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Happy to be part of the show, man. Thanks.
All right, guys. So that's it. Look here. I love this coming one. Action takers are money makers. Nice. Action takers are money makers. I'm going to leave it there. Action takers are money makers. See you guys in 2 weeks. Those are the conference in 2 days. Knowledge is nothing without execution. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.